Hi guys, it's me, Imran Yusuf, and I'm here talking to some of the charities that are supported by GamesAid. And today I'm talking to this very interesting man.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gary Coleman and I'm the chairman for Game Therapy UK, the registered therapeutic gaming charity.
Gary, can you tell us a little bit about what Game Therapy do?
So Game Therapy UK is a therapeutic gaming charity and we have three charitable aims. One is to support and deliver therapeutic gaming projects. Our second charitable aim is to support research, and we do that through a conference and through a therapeutic gaming academic journal. And our third aim is to support evidence-based education. What's the best practice? What's the best way to do therapeutic gaming?
Can you give me an example of some meaningful impact you've seen game therapy have on the lives of your clients?
Once a week we play games, in this case a Dungeons and Dragons game with people experiencing homelessness in London. And it's just like the high point of my week, to be honest. It's great fun. But I do remember in terms of impact, I remember there was one client that we had there. It was a lady, she must have been in sort of 30s or 40s, I guess. She'd never played Dungeons and Dragons in her life. She was very, very suspicious about the whole thing. And we played this game and she loved it. And at the end of the game, she said, and this was a lady who had she'd been in and out of homelessness for a long time. She'd had a life of trauma and domestic violence. And she played this little character, this warrior character, and she said it was amazing. It was the first time I'd ever been a hero and stood up for myself. And that was after a couple of hours of playing a game, and she could see the change in herself, and that was brilliant, to see that.
And can you give me an example of how gaming has personally impacted your life?
I wasn't into sport, but I was into killing dragons, so it turned out I was quite good at it. So it was about bringing people together, and I think that's still probably the most important element for the charity, is the social element of bringing people together.
So GamesAid supports a broad range of charities, from tabletop games to actual sports. So here I am with this young man.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm the development manager of Basketball Access Sport, and I focus specifically on social inclusion.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what Access Sport does on a day-to-day basis?
So essentially what we do is we train, equip and support community clubs, coaches, volunteers to become more accessible and inclusive. So we do that through upskilling, from providing funding, some expertise, helping them with outreach, a bunch of different things.
And is there a specific project at Access Sport that's been quite close to you?
Yeah, actually, I grew up in Hackney and I used to go to a youth club a lot. Pretty much went there every week from 11 to like 16. Now that I've come back into this role, kind of come full circle, I reached out to the youth club and told them about what we do and offered to give them some sessions. So for the past 6 weeks I've been doing sessions at the youth club that I used to go to when I was young, and that was kind of full circle.
Can you give me an example of where you've seen meaningful impact in somebody's life because of the work that Access Sport does?
For example, one of the clubs that I work with, based in Gypsy Hill, they actually work in the estate that they're from. So it's completely run by people that are from and live in the estate, made 4 kids in the estate. And I remember a statistic from that being that 80% of the girls that are registered participants said they'd never played sport in their own estate before. And
can you give me an example of how sport has had a big impact in your life?
I think sport, speaking from my own experience, kind of helps you to keep on the straight and narrow. A lot of people that grow up in places like Hackney or other places kind of see sport as one of the only ways out, per se. So that's something that young people usually chase.
Can you give me an example of how GamesAid supports Access Sport?
Yep, so GamesAid has been supporting us with our basketball work specifically, and that has allowed us to do all these amazing things in basketball that we do, upskilling young people, giving them some sort of life prospects, whether it's just making a little bit of change now, or they want to take it further and be a fully fledged coach one day, or a referee or a table official.
6 on say that 1 2 3 6.
To learn more about the first-hand impact that GamesAid has on the charities that it supports, there's no better person to speak to than my very next guest.
Which is me, Leon. Pleasure to see you, and you, my friend. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Lovely to have you here. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm an ambassador for a charity called Action for Kids, and what they do is they help facilitate, well, in my case specifically, they have helped to raise money for wheelchairs like this. They help many young people in the same situation as me. to just be independent and just to live a normal life to the best of their capabilities. I'm on a crusade to travel around London and potentially the country to basically see what's available for wheelchair users, to again give them independence, to know what's available for in transportation purposes.
So can you give me other examples of how having this chair has impacted the quality of your life?
It's given me so much more independence to just to be normal, just to go shopping, to go hang out with friends, you know, the typical things people say. But this chair, just literally, I don't have to think about asking people for help all the time. This chair is, in a sense, my legs.
As an ambassador for Action for Kids, can you give me an example of the impact that Action for Kids have had in the lives of other people that they've helped?
Well, seeing a lot of younger ones that are in the teenage range of living lifestyle, to see how at that age, you know, it can be sometimes very awkward. The point is, when they have mobility aids, to go and hang out with friends and not always be with parents. For me, I look back and think, oh, that's sweet. It's nice that Action for Kids can assist and, you know, raise funds so they can feel normal around their peers. For me, just looking back, it's so nice to see. It's really nice. So my name is Leon. I'm an ambassador for Action for Kids, and you can find me on social media, which is Instagram, Lonzo Bonzo, and just basically follow the randomness I do on there. See you later.
Hi, I'm Jake Inyero. I'm the development manager of Basketball Access Sport, focusing specifically on social inclusion, and you can learn more about us at accesssport.org.uk.
I'm Dr. Gary Coleman, and I'm the chairperson from Game Therapy UK, the registered gaming therapy charity, and you can get us on game-therapy.co.uk.
This has been just a small insight into the massive impact that GamesAid has in helping smaller charities around the whole of the UK. And a massive thank you to everyone who works in the games industry and makes this all possible. And we hope to see you at Stand Up for GamesAid. Tickets are in the bio.